Yo, Fab, what's up, dude? Oh shit, nice name color, bro. How'd you get that? You have the white name. That's sick, man. Good morning, brother. How's life, Troy? It's green on my side. Oh, it's white on my side. It looks really cool. That's not as exciting then. We'll get going in just a second here, bro. Good to see you, man. Bright and early. All right, here we go. Yo, what's up, brother man? What's good? Yo, what's good? Yo, check what we're on today. Boys, today's the day. The day of reckoning. Good morning, lads. We got some nice black coffee here. Cheers. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get my stanky old face off the screen here. Oh, there we go. That is what we like to see, boys. How was everybody's morning? How was everybody's evening? Day 2 starts today? Yes, although not until this evening. So on today's stream, I'm just going to be messing around and figuring out what build I want to do. I have an idea. I need to test it and see if it's going to work. Did the diamond sell? I'm not sure. I haven't checked. Probably not. I'll check over the weekend. But yeah, I highly doubt it sold because it's still listed for 4 mirrors right now, so probably not. Boys, nothing like a nice, warm, black coffee in the morning. Will you give me a loan if it did? Yeah, dude, for sure, because I probably won't even be spending it. Like, I don't know, I would really like to purchase Temporalis and still play with that and test it out. Sorry, words are failing to come to me. I had a very rough sleep. I barely slept last night. I would hope to be able to purchase a Temporalis between the diamond and my focus as well. But yeah, anything left over, man, I would love to share with the boys, you know. I'd love to share with you boys. Diamond was 2 mirrors, but yeah, I hope you'd enjoy D2 League. Man, yeah, dude, I wish the ladder didn't reset so late today. So it's not until 8 p.m. my time, so not for another 10 hours. I'm likely not going to do a double stream tonight. I probably would have if I got any kind of sleep last night. I was thinking I would, you know, do my regular 5-hour stream, take a bit of a break, and then come back at 8 for, like, once the season resets, but I don't see that happening. If anything, I'll probably end up doing a Saturday morning stream tomorrow. That's most likely what will happen, man, but yeah, dude, fuck, hopefully you got, hopefully at least you got some sleep, you know? Was it crazy to just start streaming at the evening? Yeah, I mean, I still wanted to get my morning slot in. Yo, Behemoth, what's up, dude? D2 time? Yes, definitely. I still definitely wanted to hit my morning stream, but the season isn't until the evening, so I'd say there's only a 5% chance that I do a double stream tonight. I would anticipate, guys, a Saturday stream. Are you ready for some D2 today? Hobos, what's up, my brother, man? What's good? What's good? I'm very ready. Although, man, we're kind of just doing some practice right now because the new league, I guess you can call it, the new ladder. We call it ladder in Diablo 2. The ladder season isn't until 8 p.m. So this morning, I have a couple of ideas. I want to theory craft my build. I want to see what's possible. So we're going to be on single player editing in some items. And I want to see what we can make happen here. But yo, boys, good to see everybody. Good morning. Good to see all of you guys. Yo, do you want to see something crazy with the Warlock? You guys, look at this. You want to see something crazy with the Warlock? The Warlock has an ability that basically like multiplies your attacks. Did that Adorn sell last night? I haven't checked yet, Behemoth. I could log in and check if you guys are curious. But the Warlock has one skill where it like duplicates your attacks. So if you're holding a weapon and you're slashing, you essentially get like 4 other ghost slashes with you. So it's like multiplying your hit by 4 basically. or by 5, I guess. It applies to bows. So if you're using a bow, every shot basically fires 5 arrows. So it's like a multi-shot on the Warlock. And the crazy thing about that is each individual arrow has a chance to proc an on-hit effect, as opposed to if you're on the Amazon using multiple shot, which is like the same thing, it actually shoots more arrows. That counts as one chance to proc. All the arrows are one collective, but on the Warlock, they're all individual arrows. So each individual arrow has the chance to proc effects. It's fucking crazy. It's insane. You can check on the trade site. Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could check on the trade site if it's sold. Wait, can I see my name in there if I look at the trade site? And here is the barb getting wrecked. Also, keep in mind I have like crazy gear on right now, but looks reminiscent of Cast on Crit Comet. Yeah, so basically, yeah, this particular setup, I did make a build video on it on my YouTube. This particular setup uses like on-hit effects, but it's only a chance to cast it, so it usually takes a few tries, but it's insane on the Warlock because you get like a 5x multiplier on your chance. It's fucking disgusting. So like they stack on top of each other. It's insane. It's crazy, man. But this is not the build I planned on playing in ladder. I have an even better idea. I think I know how to make thorns work once and for all in this game. I think I can make thorns work once and for all. Oh, check out this one, though. Yo, boys, check out this one. Look, I'm using the brand bow. It shoots explosive arrows, buddy. And each arrow turns into a bone spear. Oh my god, it's disgusting. You know what? This torch is actually kicking my ass. But boys, it's going to be a good day. We're chilling on D2. We know it's going to be a slow stream today. We're going to be sitting back, preparing for the ladder. And honestly, if it's slow, I couldn't give a fuck. We are here. I had a custom torch. Where'd that go? Yeah, boys, how'd you guys sleep last night, man? I had a rough sleep. Jesus Christ. My goddamn uncooperative organs were not cooperating. I was up until 7 in the morning, boys. So I got, what, like 2.5 hours of sleep? Brutal. You slept very badly? Man. Woe is us. Woe is us. Like, actually. That's brutal. Bro, me too. I'm dragging ass today. Fuck, boys. I guess, just all of us had bad luck sleeping last night, eh? That's brutal, man. That is rough. Not that bad. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Ain't no contest. Hopefully tonight we can all get a better sleep, eh, boys? Okay, I don't know why I'm playing this character, but let's respec. I have some ideas. I have some ideas here. You got it way fucking worse? It's all good. I'm not too concerned, but might be a little bit low energy, you know? We'll do what we can. That's why we got the coffee, and I'm probably gonna double dose on the coffee. Let's argue you had the worst sleep. I just think I'm stressing about the move and people coming back tomorrow. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, are you paying for, like, professional movers and stuff? Is that what you're doing? That's pretty nice. I think, like, you'll be able to direct them and stuff, so I don't think it'll be too bad. Edge. Okay, we're gonna hold on to this. I need to organize my stash. It's confusing because a lot of my stash tabs are like legitimate items, because these are my offline characters, like my SSF characters that I play. But I also have hacked in items with all this Warlock testing, so I need to make sure I'm not mixing them up. Like all of these are hacked in. Holy chest armors, bro. I have like every piece of armor you would need in the game. That's so funny. I had to pay for somebody to pack and move, just couldn't do it with my foot. Oh, true, yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Well, yeah, man. I mean, you know, you can direct them, you know, what to move, where to move, how to move it. If you're fearful for any of like your items or whatever, you know. Okay, let's get all the hacked items in one spot here. That way I'm not losing anything. I don't want to mix anything up. Oh, Delirium, you can go there as well. I feel like D3 is the most chill ARPG. What are your thoughts on that? D3 is pretty chill, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a relatively fair statement, Peter. Yeah, D3 is like mad chill. It's super easy. It's really hard to die in that game. You can kind of just blast in D3. Morning, y'all. Yo, Trash, what's up, dude? I lost my tempo last night, so I'm calling it for this league in PoE. Ah, rip, dude. Damn. Even locked it and all? No. I mean, you know what, Trash? I don't think that's the worst thing to happen now. I feel like it's an appropriate time to quit League, but that is a bit unfortunate. Rest in peace to your temple, bro. Rest in peace to your temple. Unless you're doing greater 130 or greater, it's greater rift, right? Is that what it is at 130 with no primals? Yeah. I don't know too much about that. I didn't really play D3 that long when all that stuff came out, but okay, boys, I'm just kind of organizing my stuff a little bit here, and then I have some theory crafting to do. I think this one was mine. Okay, these are all my legitimate items. Man, I should probably go put these in a mule somewhere. I should probably go put those in a mule. I'm moving my PC setup myself. I don't trust anyone touching that shit. Yeah, no, for sure. I wouldn't have any mover touch my computer. No, thank you. No, sir. Not happening today, brother. Okay, boys, just a quick little inventory cleanup here, and then we're looking good. Quick little inventory cleanup, eh? Just a little one, though. Not too big. So, how many of you guys are going to be on D2? This ladder. I'm curious. I feel like not many of yous. I don't know how many new faces from the PoE community will be hopping on D2. Last night I did see Fubgun on, which is neat. I know he's a pretty big Path of Exile streamer. That's pretty cool, man. It'd be sick if he sticks around and plays through the new ladder, you know? I think he was just doing hardcore, which is pretty sick. But especially with the prices of things now, even with their highest insurance, it wouldn't cover it, and then we'd have to be down for a while, so it's just not worth it. Yeah, no, definitely not, man. Easy to move that stuff around anyways, though, so it's not too bad. Okay, since I don't need these runes anymore, you know what? I should probably return these to my Barbarian, because these are my legit runes. We don't need that. So let's return those back to the big boy here. Those can go back on the Barbarian. We don't want to mix those up. He'd just cry he didn't get invited to a Blizzard event. The Fub turned into a clown real fast last few days. Really? How's that? I've never really watched the guy. I mean, I saw his stream recommended to me last night. I was watching for a bit. You know, he's on D2. I love watching anybody on D2. But yeah, I don't really know much about the guy. I've heard his name be thrown around a whole bunch within the PoE 2 community, you know? All right, the charms have been returned to the respective owner. That is perfect. That is a very nice ring. Okay, you know what? That is good. Oh, actually, I think my Warlock still has the my Barbarian's ring. I need to return that Who? Fubgun? Fubgun? I've never really watched the dude, but yeah, last night he was on Diablo 2 Resurrected, which was pretty cool. I guess he was trying out for the first time. Boys, holy shit. Look at my fucking hair. Who cares? You know? He's just some RMT user that rushes to endgame. Oh, really? Then spends his money to get ahead and make videos on it. I mean, yeah, RMT's kind of whack, but, I mean, I guess I don't blame him. You know, he's trying to rush out content, and it seems to be working for him. Okay, so this ring is legitimate. We need to make sure that goes back. I think all this is hacked in. No, these are legitimate rings, gloves. Boots! These are boots, not gloves. That's a hot take by YouTube. Ah, jeez. I kind of wish there was a way you guys could see each other's chats. I could, like, embed a chat onto the stream, but I don't like that just for editing purposes. It kind of limits, like, what I can crop into, you know? I wish there was a way otherwise. That'd be nice. Oh, wrong character. Hold up, hold up. I would not say he's RMTing, but he has a generous community. I mean, that would definitely do it too, boys. Look, I started taking handouts as well, and, yeah, the wealth is abundant when you have a bunch of really nice people trying to give you stuff, so... I don't know. You're proof you don't need RMT to make good content. Oh, I appreciate that, man. That's very kind. Well, yeah, no, I would never RMT, man. That's whack. That's whack. That is indeed whack. Okay, we got our gear back on our Barbarian. I think it's time to start cooking on the Warlock, boys. He's a softcore meta blaster and plays a ton, so play and craft for the meta build, and you make a ton early. That's true. Okay, these are also all hacked in, so let's move these over. Almost done cleaning up, almost done cleaning up. And then we get cooking, boys. I have some crazy ideas on this character. We're gonna have to, today's the day of testing. And if it works, if it even somewhat works, I think it's gonna be the build that I'm gonna try speccing into once the season starts, man. I think it's what I'm gonna build into, I think's me so there. Okay, we're good now. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never. No. I wish there was a side-eye emote so I could side-eye behemoth. Yeah, Hobos, you're a big fan of meta stuff, eh? I mean, no problem with that, bro, you know? That's how you become really powerful, you know? Okay, let's strip down naked here in-game, of course. Come on. In-game. And figure out what our gear set's gonna be. Actually, I just remembered I started saving a gear set, so you know what? We can go ahead and drop all of this stuff. These are real boots, so we'll keep those. Okay, we got the Annihilus Charm. Okay, we're looking good. What I do need to do now is close down the game and load a character real fast here. We have the browser up. I started building out what I want. Wow, look at those massive, massive ads. Do I not have an ad blocker for this? Only in game, man. That's kind of whack. Hey, man, maybe after stream, after hours, bro. Come back. Yo, check out these ads. We got Bell. We got Capital One. That's so funny. How could I... Here, let's just do this for now. Let's just do this for now. Boys, the Thorns Warlock, I'm telling you, Thorns Warlock might actually cook. Troy's After Dark Room? Yeah, buddy. It's that after 8 p.m. stream, you know? Okay, look, guys, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Thorns in Diablo 2. Way back in the day, it was really good. Yo, Afura, what's up, man? Yo, 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 yo. What's good, man? Happy Friday, brother. Happy Friday, brother. How's it going, bro? But yo, I don't know if anybody knows too much about Thorns in Diablo 2, but it At the moment, it's pretty weak. But thanks to you too. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you had a great evening. Thorns is pretty weak and pretty much does nothing. I think Warlock will be able to be the strongest Thorns character, so I want to push it and I want to test it. I have a couple of ideas as to how we're going to do that. So I started accumulating items here. We're going to load them in and we're going to see. Yo, good morning, boys. Good to see you guys all showing up here on a lovely, lovely Friday afternoon, Friday morning, wherever you are. We are on Diablo 2 today, a little bit of a different stream, so anybody hanging out, I appreciate you. I know we're normally on Path of Exile 2, but yo, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, you know what? Actually, let me pin this in chat here, in case anybody's wondering. Diablo 2 ladder resets at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to go in and pin those real fast. Let me hide the browser real quick. I don't know why I can't pin messages from my OBS, which is pretty whack. We are temporarily timed out here. Ladder reset, that can be pinned, just in case anybody's asking, at 8 p.m. Eastern, boys, if anybody is playing D2. See you later, guys. I'll be back after work. All right, Fab. That sounds good, man. We will see you later, brother. Have a good day at work, man. Hopefully it's quick and bullshit-free. Catch you later, dog. Okay, so we pin that. Pin. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we bring this back up. Browser. I have another 1,500 nulls for you. Holy shit. Yo, hobos. Cashing out on Behemoth. Cheshire, what's up, dude? What's good, Chesh? How's it going, man? Okay, boys, the last piece I need to figure out is my mercenary's armor. So let's take a look. How's it going, Cheshire? It's good to see you on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning, afternoon. How's it going, man? How was your sleep? How'd you sleep last night, dude? I need to figure out what weapon I want. Although, you know what? I could probably get away with no weapon for now. That way I can really test the Thorns damage itself, you know? Maybe we'll go ahead and load this one in for now. Doing Sekimas, and one of the relics that drops isn't the Temporalis. Sells like 230 to 240 annuls each. Oh, nice. So you've been making good money off those. Wait, that's sick, actually. No Temporalis. No Temporalis won, though, yet, Behemoth. Do you know what the odds are? Doing good, man. Hell yeah, Chesh, man. I'd like to hear that, brother. I'm happy to see you in here, man. Today we are going to be doing some, a little bit of theory crafting on Diablo 2, leading into the ladder reset this evening. And I want to see if I can make a Thorns Warlock work. So I have a couple of ideas. We'll be in and out, tabbed in and out of game as I copy over and hack in items. So bear with me 1 second here. Okay, we got that there, and then we do downloads. Okay, here we go. So now we can reboot the game finally. We're using it to help other people. I'm not holding it all to myself. Hobos, you're way too generous, man. I'll make sure to pass the love to others. Hell yeah, bro. Or yo, hobos, pull a Troy and just use all the currency it's given to you and craft the most insane items in the game. And then if they sell for mirrors, then, you know, kind of spread the wealth. That was my approach. Okay, boys, look, we hacked in some nice items here. Let's see what we're working with. All right. We need to transfer these over, so let's start. Stash tab 2 will be the new dump tab. So stash tab 1 is the only authentic tab we have. Boys, check this one of the new uniques. This sword is so sick. 33% chance to cast amplified damage. Are you kidding me, bro? That's insane. It's so good. So freaking good. Okay, so we do that. Okay, so that is all the gear. Now we go back to the Warlock and we start testing some things, lads. Actually, real quick, let me get some of those tokens. Let me get some of those tokens. I dropped like 11 out of the 230 annuls one. No Temporalis yet. Damn. If you do get the drop behemoth, do you think you're going to run the trial, or are you just going to sell it? Are you going to run it, or are you going to sell it? I'm going to run all my citadels and get the fragments and try grinding out Uber Arbiter and try to get a nice diamond. Ooh. Yo, hobos, you got that easy, bro. Actual farm, dude. It's once you, like, kind of, like, learn all the mechanics in Arbiter, he's actually pretty easy. Yo, Frozen Jogurt, what's up, dude? Hey, I just watched your new player's thoughts on Path of Exile 2. Really great video. Thanks, man. I didn't know whether to get that or Diablo 2 Resurrected, so I've been watching some of your videos. Yo, Frozen, I appreciate that, man. That's very, very kind words. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And, yo, if I were to choose for you between PoE 2 or Diablo 2, my God, is that a tough decision. Is that a very, very tough decision. Man, I would say, realistically, for the longevity of it, I think the main thing you'd want to ask yourself is, do you want a slower paced, a bit more methodical gameplay, or do you want more like fast paced, more explosions, more dopamine? Because if you're into that dopamine shit, you definitely want to go Path of Exile 2. If you want something that you can just like visit whenever you want, even if you're just playing single player with no internet, if your internet's down, you can still play Diablo, then definitely go with D2. But yo, what a time to be playing Diablo 2 Frozen. Oh my God, what a time. Okay, boys, look. So, we are going to respec. PoE 2 makes ADHD go burr. Yo, I don't fucking Troy Mohawk. Mohawk, holy shit, good to see you, man. How's it going, brother? Happy Friday, sir. How was your week? How has your week at work been so far? Can sell the relic for 3 mirrors and Temporalis costs 3 mirrors. That's fair. Yeah, you can just buy one that's been corrupted or something. But yo, Frozen Jogurt, I just want to say thanks again for stopping by, man. I appreciate that. It's always really nice seeing blokes roll up from the YouTube side, you know? I appreciate, man. I appreciate seeing you, man. Big chill and eating breakfast has been just getting ready for the horror show tonight. Aw, dude, Mohawk. I'm glad it's going you know, it's better than going bad. It's good to see you, brother, man. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully that all goes well tonight, man. Okay, yeah, I played Diablo 4 and just didn't love the enemy scaling, so I wanted to try some other ARPGs. I think I like slower pace, I just didn't know if the skill tree in Diablo 2 has enough variety. All I know about PoE is that it's a lot bigger. I don't like the mouse controls of PoE 1, so I didn't want to do that. Of course, you make quality video content, so I just wanted to support smaller creators. I appreciate that, bro. You're very, very kind. But to speak to that point a bit more, Diablo 2 is definitely a lot more simple than Path of Exile 2, but it is more complex than you would think. So like looking at the skill tree, it's quite simple. Each class has 3 different skill trees. You can, you know, you can spec into any which and or all 3 at the same time. But a large part of build variety in Diablo 2 comes from the gear. In Path of Exile 2, the focus on gear leans more into crafting. You know, you would get whatever piece and you would change all the modifiers as you want. I guess kind of similar to Diablo 4, but in D4 you only do 1 modifier at a time, right? Like you can only reroll 1 thing to my remembrance. In Path of Exile, you could completely wipe all modifiers off an item and start scratch. So it's about crafting. In Diablo 2, it's all about drops. There is crafting, but like not really, sort of. It's all about drops, man. So, you know, you gotta kill your monsters to get your gear. You can't just like buy a base and then turn it into whatever you want, you know? They're both amazing games, though. It's just, they're different experiences, you know? I guess the plus side is that Path of Exile 2 will be free, eventually. Diablo 2 goes on sale for like $10 a couple times a year. But I'm sure it'll make... I'm sure it will. Gonna be on some very not popular ESPN channel driving a big old tractor. Yo, Mohawk, that's sick, bro. Yo, you should put the hair up, dog. Okay, that would be sick, brother. Put up your Mohawk, go on live TV, man. That'd be sick. You'd for sure go viral. They'd be like, yo, look at the tractor driver with like a 2-foot Mohawk, man. Giant green Mohawk. That's awesome. You want to? I wonder if you can, man. That'd be sick. Me picking up white bases on D2R and remembering it's not what I want. Yo, Mage, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Oh, shit, Frozen Joker with the sub. Dude, I appreciate that, man. That is very, very kind. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate your thoughts. Thanks. Hell yeah. Well, boys, look, we have a bit of a treat today. Look, ladder resets at 8 p.m. Eastern, so not for a while. We have all day still to wait, but I have a couple of ideas as to what build I want to do. I've already tested a few on the Warlock, but today I'm going to be leaning into Thorns because I'm certain that Warlock will be the strongest Thorns character in Diablo 2, which isn't saying very much because Thorns is pretty much a joke. But I think with Warlock, we can potentially make it work a little bit. So today, that's what we're going to be testing out. They put my green ass on the green ass tractor. Yo, Mohawk, that sounds fun, man. Hopefully, man, if you could get your hair up, that'd be awesome. Hey, thanks for the follow, yo, Frozen. I appreciate that, brother. You're very, very kind, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Warlock is probably the strongest character in D2 in general from what I've seen. Absolutely. This class is so overtuned. Thorn's Merc is summon Necro Biss until you make an Infinity. Yeah, dude, Thorns on the Necros is always good. So that's actually going to be my first approach today, is making a bit of like a Summoner Warlock here. So first, let's start by putting in some points at strength here. Besides now, I haven't played Diablo in 15 years. Are the rune words super interesting, or is it just a bit more about the racing? Oh, have you not played with rune words in D2 Mage? That's interesting. You know, some would argue that Diablo 2 was better prior to rune words, and some would say the opposite. It definitely, rune words provide a massive, massive power spike. So overall power levels are way higher than what you probably remember. But I'm a fan of rune words. I think they're really cool. There's a lot of really like niche rune words as well that you can kind of integrate into like weird off-meta builds. So I love that shit. Defiler and Act 1 Torn Mark will rock. Hell yeah, Yannick, dude. Yeah, we could try that out because on the Act 1 Thorns Mark, you can use Edge and Bramble, right? Today I'm going to be testing out with an Act 2 Mercenary and get level 29 Thorns. If I get the right gear, I could boost them up to level 33 Thorns, which is actually really good. Rune words haven't changed much in 15 years. I mean, I forget what year the rune words came out initially. Well, it was an LOD expansion, right? Did LOD come with rune words originally? I can't remember. But there have been new rune words. We got some new rune words on this patch. A couple of years ago, we got some new rune words. So there's actually like a lot of new content. Think so? Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think that's what it is. I've seen a minion build for the Warlock where 99% of damage taken goes to your demon, but your demon that's immune to everything. Yeah. The Uber lords. Yeah. I'm playing now with rune words, but never laddered. Okay. Hey, Mage, I mean, yo, ladder, I think if there's any time to play ladder, it's going to be tonight. There's probably going to be a large increase in player count. I feel like we've never had this many eyes on Diablo 2 before in a long time. How do rune words work? So basically, rune words are crafted items that go into white items. So like, if I go to this merchant, for example, if I have see how this item is blue, if I get a chest piece, let's say, it could be any item type that's white, I could then use that item to make a rune word. So if it has sockets, I can put very specific runes in a specific order, and it creates a new unique item. So this is a rune word, for example. This one gives Warlock plus skills, a little bit of fire res, etc. So it's just like socketables that you put into a very specific item base in a specific order, and it turns it into an item. Def 2 different games? Absolutely. Season of the Warlock, most busted season to date. Yeah, honestly, Kron, it's going to be crazy, man. I initially didn't want to do Warlock, but I feel like I kind of just have to, right? Like, I kind of just have to. Okay, boys, let's run through the gear. Check this out. So, what I sorted out for the runes, for the Thorns build, check this out. We got Razor Tail, which has attacker takes damage of 88, not bad. We have Spike Thorn, which is another attacker takes damage. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Attacker takes damage. Yeah, so let's get enough strength for that. We need 118. Okay, boom, easy. And what else do we have? We also got a Crown of Ages socketed with 2 Am runes. I need 174 strength for that. Damn, that's a lot. I think it's worth it though. So we're going up to 174 strength. We're gonna socket that with 2 Am runes for even more attacker takes damage. I'll probably have to swap that out maybe for like an rune or something if I need resistances, but we'll see. So okay, man, if I get this during ladder season, we're so set, boys. 2 socket Crown of Ages, buddy. So we get +1 skills, 30 all res, which is very nice. 28 attacker takes damage from the runes. As for the chest, I'm using Heart of the Oak, I think, is probably my best bet for now. Give us all res and +3 all skills to help crank up our demon levels. I'm gonna be relying on my demons heavily to get the thorns damage out, I'm pretty sure. As for the chest, I was thinking of doing Gladiator's Bane. It has attacker takes damage of 20. That is our source of cannot be frozen, so we now have open ring sockets, and it just has good damage reduction in general. And the cool thing about attacker takes damage is that you don't even have to be hit to reflect damage. No matter what, if an enemy swings at you, even if they don't hit you, attacker takes damage still procs onto them. So it's good to have just flat damage reduction, right? So we have magic damage reduction. We have damage reduced by 20 on the chest. On the shield, we also have a 20% physical damage reduce. So we have a lot of DR, and we're going to be stacking attacker takes damage. That's kind of the idea. War Travelers also gives a bit of attacker takes damage, as well as Magic Find, which is always nice. As for the weapons, I might use Dreadfang. You know what? Let's actually start with that. We're going to start with Dreadfang, because that gives us a nice chance of amplified damage. Another really good chest could be Tooth Row. This one has attacker takes damage of 40. Honestly, you know what? We'll have to try both. I do like the cannot be frozen on Gladiator's Bane. Also, look at the defense on this thing. 1400 defense. That's crazy, bro. What the hell? I think the CBF, the cannot be frozen, and the extra damage reduction and the hit recovery on this is probably better than having a little bit more attacker damage on this. Because, yo, look, between Gladiator's Bane and Spike Thorn, that's 60% faster hit recovery already, which is insane. So we'll try this setup first. As for gloves, or not gloves, sorry, rings. Here, I think I'm going to run dual Carrion Wind, because that gives me a 20% chance to cast Poison Nova when I'm hit. Since I plan on getting hit a decent amount, I feel like that kind of synergizes nicely. But the main thing is that if I can trigger Poison Nova in between the minion hits, that will essentially keep the damage ticking and preventing them from healing. And that's a big issue with Thorns. Monsters in this game attack very slowly. So in Hell, they have really high health regen. They'll hit you. By the time they hit you again, they're already regenning health. So the idea here is, in between those hits, I'll be proccing Poison Nova so they are unable to regen. And then as for the inventory, we stack as many Bone Break charms as possible. You might think, why the heck are we doing that? Well, firstly, it breaks physical immunity, and Thorns deals physical damage. But it also it causes me to take more physical damage, which then reflects more physical damage from the Thorns aura. So I'm taking a ton of damage now, but I'm dealing more damage, right? So we're gonna try that out. Let's see. As for the amulet, I was thinking Telling of Beads. It gives us another 10 attacker takes damage of, decent resists, and 1 skill. I'll probably end up doing Mara's Kaleidoscope in here or something. We'll see what the resists end up being. And as for gloves, damn, what do I want? I could use some fire as a good slap on Laying of Hands. I'm unsure. Morning. Yo, what's up, G Busto? G, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, G. How's it going? Okay, this looks pretty good. I should probably get some small charms. We can sort that out after. You know, I'm surprised at how solid my resistances are. That's kind of surprising, I'll be honest. Look, we can put even more attacker takes damage in the chest. Ooh, boys, wait. I'm kind of curious to see how much ATD we have now. Let's see. Attacker takes damage of 305. That's without a Thorns aura as well. Okay, we need to go get ourselves an Act 2 mercenary. That's what we need. Yo, boys, welcome in, lads. It's good to see you all. We have something a bit different today on Diablo 2. Ladder reset isn't for another 9 hours, unfortunately, but that gives us plenty of time to kind of figure out what the heck my build's going to be. I'm pretty sure this is actually going to work very nicely. I think this is actually going to work very well, if you ask me. This is going to be the Thorns character in Diablo 2 now. Okay, so we want to get ourselves an Act 2 mercenary with a Thorns aura. I might have to go to Nightmare here. Let's just reset Grays real fast. Well, we got a terrorized area. Boys. Who's going to be on the new ladder? Who is going to be on ladder? Oh, it's going to be a good time, boys. Wow, what a time to be alive. Okay, we're just going to rejoin because he's not giving me Thorns. I think in Nightmare I have higher odds of getting a Thorns merc. Would you guys want to see me do a double stream? We're going to be streaming today for 5 hours this morning. Would you guys want to see me stream again tonight at 8 p.m.? Should we do a double stream? Thorns, there we go. Okay, we got our Thorns merc. It's so hard for me to play this after PoE 2. Oh, really? It's definitely very different, yeah. I definitely understand that sentiment a little bit. PoE 2 is legit good as fuck. But I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a nice little break from just the ridiculousness of Path of Exile 2. Just a little 24-hour double stream, sure. Hey, man. Dude, I do want to do another stream tonight. My main hesitation right now is that I barely slept last night. So, man, that's going to be rough if I do. But we'll see, man. I'd say, boys, there's like a 10% chance that I will be live again tonight when the ladder resets. If not, tomorrow morning, I will be streaming. Saturday morning, afternoon stream. 100%. Coming back, I can see what GGG was going for in 0.1 campaign. Oh, can you elaborate on that, Mage? You see, I didn't get to play 0.1 PoE. I started at the end of 0.3. I never got to experience those early versions. Okay, so as for the Mercenary, we are going to throw on an Dariel's. I'll probably have to put a Ral rune in there. Let me do that real fast, actually. Okay, we got a Ral. I can't use that. Shut up, bitch. Just take it from me. Okay, here we go. Ral. And then he's also going to wear... What do we want to give him? Oh, yeah, Chains of Honor for another +2. Okay, like, boys. So that brings his Thorns... Wait, does that not increase his Thorns level? It does. Okay, so level 28 Thorns. That's not too bad. On 2 hours of sleep? Easy. Yeah, true, eh? 0.1 is a very different game. Plus, we didn't know the bosses yet. Yeah, true. It was slower. Mobs were tuned up. No sprint. Just had more Diablo feel than I realized. Ah, man. See, I bet that was probably very nice. 0.1 endgame was brutal. You only had 1 life per map. If you died, you lost the Atlas mode. You had to path around it. They had to hotfix that in the first week. Really, eh? Jeez. I'd have to go watch some gameplay on early PoE 1, man. Or PoE 2, sorry. Double monster density? Damn, so the game used to be very challenging then, eh? That's sick, actually. Okay, let's spend our points. Do I need dexterity here? Probably not. I think we're going to go full vitality for now. Worst case, we'll respec here. It was a time? Damn, eh? Okay, boys, look. Demon. We need at least 1 point in Bind Demon. I'm not sure how many I'll put. Demon Mastery. Let's get at least 2 demons here. Will I be consuming? I don't think I'll be consuming. What's in your inventory? So here I have Bone Break Sunder Charms. Basically, this makes it so I ignore monster physical immunity. Thorns deals physical damage, so that'll help a little bit. Now, normally you only need 1 of these, but the reason why I'm using multiple is because the downside of the Sunder Charms, so like, you Sunder Fire immunity, let's say, but then you also lose a bunch of Fire res yourself. In this case, I Sunder monster physical immunity, but it causes me to take more physical damage, and that actually synergizes with Thorns, because a portion of Thorns reflects damage taken. So with these charms, I'm increasing my damage taken, but I'm also increasing my output. So that's why I might get one shot, because if we look at the stats here, I'm stacking a whole bunch of these. Let me see. We should have physical damage taken somewhere on here. What does it stack up to? Yeah, physical damage received increased by 140%. So you know what? I can probably even min-max this with another 2. I could get rid of my cube. I guess I could put one more. I could like put TP scrolls in my belt, get rid of the book, move my charm over, and then yeah, have another 25%. But this is going to be tough to get on ladder, but that will be a big damage multiplier on thorns. And we have the thorns being granted to us by the mercenary, level 28, so it reflects 1,330% of damage returned, so it's not bad. Eldritch Blast is going to be big for this build. Yeah, so I also want to test out Blood Oath, because Blood Oath makes demons take damage for you. I want to see how that interacts with thorns. But yeah, so first step, boys, I need to go bind a demon. So let's do that first. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Okay, let's get in players 1 just to test a couple of things here. I don't have any skill points in right now, so keep that in mind. 0 skill points. Kinky. Yo, D2R D-Gen, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. How's it going, dude? Yeah, so this is the same way I started off my PoE 2 league, pretty much, with, Okay, so the rings are working. The poison novas are going off. Yo, dude, look how much damage I'm taking from the Fallen. That is crazy. It's actually kind of chunking them, though. And then if I start attacking, too, I can also then start applying amplified damage, which will be a bucket multiplier as well. It looks like I want to get some attack rating. Oh, you know what? I should go max block. So the downfall about having max block on thorns is that if you look at the percentage, like the reflected damage, max block doesn't synergize with it. Because if you're blocking a hit, you're not taking damage, there's nothing to reflect. But the attacker takes damage portion of thorns, and from my gear, will still inflict damage even if I'm blocking. So I think for survivability, max block probably will be the best play. Because look, you'll see, yo, total with the thorns aura, boys, look at this. Attacker takes damage of 569. That's pretty good. So every time a monster swings at me, they're taking almost 600 damage no matter what. It's not bad. Let's see how we can scale it further, boys. This is the mission for today. We need to see how far we can scale it. I can also get ATD. I can get higher ATD on crafted rings and amulets and gloves as well. So that's going to be another big source. Cleave, Eldritch Blast, a Hex, Blood Oath. It's going to be wild. Excited to see this. Yeah, it's going to be strong, boys. So let me test with a goat for now, I guess, let's say. We're going to summon 2 goats. I think, dude, boys, I'm pretty sure Warlock is going to be the best Thorns character. Especially with some of the demons that I can bind. There's so much potential. Okay, so bind the life force of your demons to protect you from enemy attacks. Life of all your demon. Okay, so an increased demons, resists, and life. Physical damage to your demon reduced by 2%. So that should still reflect attacker takes damage. Okay, so this is just a flat damage reduction. Let's max this out. This is flat DR for me and my demons, which makes us tankier, but the attacker takes damage reflection should still apply. Does Thorns work with Defiler's Bind? Yes. That's what I'm going to go capture one of the grotesques. Okay, so the minions themselves are doing quite a bit of damage. I think I need to go to a higher level and test this out. But yeah, let's go get ourselves a grotesque, man. And then we can start getting a bunch of minions. So I think my first approach to this is treating this a bit like a summon necro. But even if I was the primary Thorns reflector, I think it'd still be probably the best character to do it on with all the damage reduction. Especially if I throw in Psychic Ward as well. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Okay, let's see. So, do I want to max out Bind Demon? I think, you know what? Let's start by maxing out Bind Demon. What do we get? So we get more damage. What else scales up? I guess that's pretty much it, eh? I think the more level... Oh, there we go. We also get the bonuses. Look, bound demons gain spectral hit extra fast, extra strong. As you put in more points, look at that. Aura enchanted. So now when I bind a demon, I get an aura for free no matter what. Man, such a cool ability, man. Such a cool ability. It's insane. Okay, so we're going to go bind. We have our goat men. I think we'll probably do goat men as the front line. They seem to be the most aggro. And we want that front line, right? So we need to go into Act 4 and find some grotesques. Because the grotesques actually can summon monsters. And they summon demons that fight for you. If we can find a grotesque with the crazy stats as well, buddy, we are laughing. Also, I should probably get a point in Blade Warp, right? Free teleport. Okay, let's find us a grotesque, boys. Let's go find us one of these bad boys here. And then also something I kind of want to test out is, what's the item that gives charges of Wolfpack? I forget which item it is. I'll have to look it up. But there is a unique item that will allow us to summon wolves. So we can also add wolves to the mix, which is nice. Okay, I guess we're going to go to River of Flame here. I guess we're going to River to Flame, boys. Let's go ahead and max out our goat men too. And I guess Demon Mastery. We're going to go lean full into demons for now. Actually, hold up. Let me quickly respec max block also. We got to do max block. And then we'll also want to hack in some small charms real fast. Because then we get full points in that. We get our teleport. Blade Warp breaking miasma chain is a bummer. Yeah, there's like a range limit on it, eh? Yeah, kind of weak. But, I mean, it's all good. It's Temu teleport anyways, you know? Okay, so we are going to do max block. It's going to take a lot of points in dex for this, but we'll see. Let's go get hit by something a bit bigger here in the World Stone, just so we have a better idea of our block percentage. Okay, there we go. So now we have some max level mobs, and now we can get an idea of what how much dex we need. So chance to block is 15. If we can hit 75, man, it'd be huge. It's gonna be a big chunk of dexterity though. But I think it'll be okay because with the amount of flat damage reduction we have on this character, I think we can get away with it. Okay, that's max block. We still have 1100 health. That's not bad. Resists are pretty scuffed, so I'd probably end up swapping out some of these Am runes. Realistically, I should probably use a Mara's Kaleidoscope. This amulet's only giving me 10 attacker takes damage anyways, so let's find a Mara's. I think I have one sitting around here. Yeah, Mara. So that'll help a little bit with the res. Hey there, yo Luke, what's up, dude? How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Something looks different about you. Did you go to the barber? Nope, I'm not wearing a hat. That's why. The hair is just out and fucking doing its thing. I don't know. I didn't put a lick of care into my look ever. I can guarantee you that, bro. Oh, buddy. Okay, boys, look, and the benefit of having max block is now I also have a very high chance to hit. Since I'm using Dreadfang, I can then proc amplified damage, which will help our damage greatly as well. I think what I'll do for now is I'll go ahead and throw in an increased attack speed jewel into here. Yeah, increased attack speed. Oh, that's beauty, actually. You have good hair. Why wear a hat in the first place? Because it's cold. I always start the morning off with a toque, bro. I'm in Canada, brother. It's cold, man. But yeah, no, I'm blessed. I'm not a balding lad, man. It's crazy, dude. At my old job, I had so many dudes like way younger than me were already like fucking balding. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Okay, boys, we need to go find a grotesque so we can bind him. We need to go find a grotesque. Yo, 1200 life with Call to Arms is kind of criminal. Maybe I don't need to go max block. It been fucking freezing here in Germany as well, I feel ya. Damn, bro, yeah, straight up. It's so cold. I'm bald. I like having a cold head. Okay, that's crazy, bro. What are you talking about? That's crazy, brother. Okay, you know what? Let's bind this guy for now. Okay, he's not wanting. Oh yeah, we have to damage him first. That's why. Like a computer works better when cooled. That's funny, man. I need that warmth, man. I need that warmth. Okay, we're not getting grotesques. We're gonna reset this map. We need to get one. And I think already I've determined that I definitely need more HP. And I need to fill my resists. And get small charms as well. I think I might just hack in some insane, like 5 all-res charms. You know what? Let me quickly do that, actually. Let's quickly do that. We are going to add some charms into the mix. I love the floating sword. It's pretty cool, eh? I like it too. Yeah, Warlock's a crazy class, man. There's a lot of build potential on Warlock. It's kind of insane, actually. Okay, I need, let's see, charms. I guess we're gonna create a charm. We'll make a 20 life 5 res charm. I know it's kind of busted and these are gonna be like impossible to get on ladder, but we'll go ahead and try. Might as well, you know. Life. Number to life, add attribute, 20 to life. New attribute, all res, and then we'll do 5. Did they do something new with the other classes as well? Not yet, although apparently Mr. Llama, who's like the biggest D2 guy who worked directly with the devs on this update, said they'll be they're going to be updating a lot of things about the classes. So I don't know, we could probably expect maybe new abilities or rebalancing. I'm not sure, man. Is this the state of the new hero editor, or is this something else? This is, I'm using a website, it's D2 Rune Wizard. It's actually really good, man. Yo, Malicious, you can just use it, it's just free. You just make your items. It's just built in, man. It's really nice. So I'm just making some 25 charms here. I don't know why that didn't duplicate. There we go. Normally you can just do multiple at a time. Oh, that's why I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's import those real fast. Let's import those ones real fast. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a really good tool, man. And then what would help you out a little bit, Malicious, as well? I think it'll kind of push you to do it. It suggests to download Ginger Gaming Mentor's item pack. It's actually really good. So if in the built-in web browser search you're not finding an item you need, download GGM's item pack, and then you can upload like pretty much anything. He has a lot of items in there. Yo, shout out GGM, bro. Ginger Gaming Mentor, bro. What a legendary Diablo 2 content creator. Okay, boys, I'm just quickly importing these new items here real fast. Stand by, stand by. Download that. We do have to reset the game each time. That's the only downside, but it doesn't take too long. Quick little boot down, quick little boot up. Okay, game is back up. We're chilling. Will be amazing if we get another class or two over the next year. D2R can be what they were looking for D4 to be without pissing too many people off. Man, Thunder. I think that would be the best thing, bro. If they continue updating it, man. Fuck, what a time to be alive, dude. So you're just doing some theory crafting before going in proper? Yeah, Luke. So the ladder reset isn't until 8 p.m. Eastern, so that isn't for another 9 hours. So doing a bit of theory crafting. I had a really fun idea on a build, and I want to see if I can make it work. Because if so, that's what I'll be working towards come ladder, you know? So now we have our small charms here, so these will help fill the rest of our stats. Now, of course, these charms are absolutely insanely expensive, but it'll at least give us an idea of what's attainable, you know? But a really cool thing about this build, I think, a really cool thing, is that 3 potential best in slot pieces, no, 4 actually, 4 BIS pieces for Thorns would be crafted items. Hit power gloves, hit power rings, and amulet. Usually you don't see 4 crafted BIS slots on a character, but those would be the best source of attacker takes damage on the jewelry and gloves. I think that's the coolest thing, bro. So, like, my gameplay loop on this character in ladder is going to be nuts. I'm just going to be crafting over and over and over. I think that is super sick. Because usually, what are people crafting? Primarily amulets, right? Some people are doing gloves, and some people do rings. Boots maybe sometimes too, but it's quite rare. Man, I think that is such a good goal for me this season. If I can make, like, crazy Thorns Bis, buddy, it's going to be sick. Okay, anyways, let's fill our... Okay, this will help greatly with our survivability. Right, so that pretty much maxes out our resists, but this could be like an end of season... Yo. Jesus, that was incredibly rude. End of season stretch goal. And yo, you boys are probably wondering, why the heck are you using these charms? It's to increase my damage received, which also increases my damage output. Now, if I'm fully leaning into attacker takes damage, I don't actually need these, because it wouldn't scale the ATD damage. It only scales the Thorns % damage. So it might be better off to drop these, but we'll see. And it would be interesting if I could scale the Thorns up a little bit higher. By default on the Merc, it's level 24. I think if I level up a bit more, he might get a higher level Thorns, right? Or am I wrong? I don't remember. And he needs a weapon still